Code here, 30%. Oh man, come on. 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 Published. Published. Yay. Glad I made it back home. Hello, Shimei. How are you this evening? Nice to see you. Thank you for your wonderful support as usual on all of my endeavors. It's wonderful to have you on my streams, and I really do appreciate you being here. And I owe it to you, of course, and everybody out there to try to be as entertaining as possible and bring you some of the maybe a little bit offbeat, but some of the more unusual content. Hello, Dodgy. Hello, Judy. Yeah, a pretty quick run home. Had terrible weather leaving LA as I was climbing over what's the Tehachapi Mountains. You have what's called the Grapevine. You go up to about 4,500 feet, and I'll tell you, the skies were just pitch black and gray. There was snow up on the higher elevations, and it was pouring rain. Thank goodness the further north I got, the more clear it became. Canadian girlie, how are you? Hello, Rita's Juicy Life. Nice to see you, Charla. Glad you made it. That was a great trip. Had a hard time keeping up with all the content. It's going to get worse, Craig. I got more content coming up. Good evening, Jacob. No, Lucky Beans, I did not do Vegas, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Hello, Doris. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated, guys, if you're just coming in. Sapphire Blue. Yes, I have made it home. Why didn't I, and remind me, I got to talk about see-through leggings. This is something that I'm seeing. I'm seeing this out here. I got to talk about it today. All right, but let's talk about why. No, this is my genuine imitation Dimplex fireplace back here. I run that every year, huh? Let's talk about why I did. We're going to get into that, JJ, the speeches by Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Why didn't I go to Vegas? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's going to be in the mid 30s, and now I want to tell you something. We're going to have really warm weather again in Las Vegas, but we have a very unusual cold front right now. And I'm looking at tomorrow's weather. You're going to have a high of about 52 degrees tomorrow. 52 degrees. And look at this. Look at this wind tomorrow. Strong wind. Gusts up to 40, 50 miles an hour down there. And that's going to continue into tomorrow night and over the next couple days. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. In another week or so, post Christmas or whatever, I don't know. We should have some warm days over there. But I just could not see myself walking around in a gale with my flashlight, freezing my tuchus off, showing you guys the sights. Nor could I ask Monkey Boy and Mr. Z to sit out there and be tailgate partying in the cold. So it just didn't work out that way. Joey D, thank you for your kindness today, my friend. Much appreciated. Glad to be home. Yeah. So let's see. You look so cozy at home with that fire. I'm going to. I had a real quick out of here, so I didn't get the Halloween stuff taken down and put away. That will be my goal tomorrow. I need to get the place into good shape. I've got the boss coming up for fishing next Monday. He's going to come in on Sunday. We're going to go fishing. I'm going to cook and have some dinner on Sunday night, and then Monday we're going to go out on the charter boat, do some deep sea fishing. It's going to be cold. All right, it's going to be cold out on that boat. 5 a.m. in the morning, getting underway, real chilly. Yes, I'll be doing some video. I'll be taking my GoPro. We should get home with our full limit of 10 Dungeness crabs each and 10 rock cod each, which is the legal limit. And we'll do some cooking on Monday night. We'll have the we'll have the live stream set up for having our crab or whatever we want to do. So thank you, Johnny West. Hey, Timothy, how are you? I'm glad to be home too. We have 15 centimeters of snow and expecting 5 centimeters more. Wow. Uh, can't wait to see the radio all dolled up again at Christmas. It won't be fully functional, but it will be able to play records, which is the most important thing for this Christmas season. Those of you who were here last year know that I spilled some liquid down the tuner, and it just caused a lot of problems that I still haven't been able to root out yet. So please wear an undershirt when you go fishing. It makes such a difference. Doris, I have I have a thermal shirt that I wear. So catch and cook. I love that fishing trip. I watched all the videos on it. Bodega Bay and the captain that never shuts up. Welcome to Captain Rick Powers' world, right? He's like the Vince Lombardi of fishing boat charter captains. He never shuts up. Okay, he could talk for an hour down there, but I'll tell you what, Craig, this guy gets you over top of the fish because he's been out there for 40 years on the water. He gets out there and he gets you over the fish. He gets you the crab. He makes sure you come back with your legal limit of whatever you're allowed to catch in California. How many hours was the trip back from LA? What time maybe I left at 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30. I was done doing my morning stream with you guys. By the time I cleared LA, it's about 11 o'clock, and I rolled in at about 6 o'clock tonight. I made a couple rest stops. I stopped to get some coffee, and I can make that run in about 6 hours if I don't stop. So it's pretty easy run, except today when I ran into that terrible, terrible rainstorm. See, when you go north out of LA, you have the Tehachapi Mountain. LA's ringed in by it's almost like a horseshoe of high mountains surrounding LA. That's why all the pollution gets trapped in LA. So to get out of the LA to the north, you've got to go over these Tehachapi Mountains and then drop down into the Central Valley. But that takes you up to 4,400 feet. And sometimes it can be raging blizzards up on top of the Tehachapi Pass up there. It can be really, really bad. You have a lot of terrible accidents. Sometimes they shut down I-5 up there. But as soon as I came over that mountain and started dropping down into the Central Valley, making my way towards Bakersfield, all hell busted loose with that rain. And you don't like to be riding with semis. They're splashing up that rain on your windshield. It's a terrible thing. Ghost, how you doing? Yeah, the grapevine is no joke. Hello, Sissy. Good to see you. Had a little rascal run. Did you chug, chug, chug? Up the hills and mountains. 2.4 liter. Okay. I remember our family had a K car, 1981 K car, Plymouth Reliant station wagon. It was pretty cool. Okay, it helped save Chrysler Corporation, Lee Iacocca, the K car. That thing had like a 1.6 liter engine in that. That was a little underpowered. This has the 2.4. This thing kicks ass. All right, this baby goes because it's only about a 1,500-pound body on it. It's like all engine and all rosy. Back home on the Rancho. Yes, I am, Janet. Back home on the Rancho. Hello, Dateline. Nice to see you. So, yeah, the boss and I are going to be fishing. Janet's going to be sitting this trip out this time. He raised the price tremendously on this trip because he's limited in the number of people that he can take out. But it is what it is. That's the way it goes. So we're going to have to pay the freight, but it's just going to be the boss and I. I'll get everything all set here. Make sure he's comfortable and well fed, and Janet's going to take care of our lunches and things. Roy says the K car was good stuff, lots of leg room, interior room. I remember about the K car. Hey Dawn, glad to see you, baby doll. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get down there with your squeeze to your YouTube crush down there, Mr. Z. The K car, I remember, was a very light feeling. I don't want to say it was cheaply made, but it managed to save Chrysler, the Plymouth Reliant and the Dodge. Can't remember, Aries or something. That was the two. Hey G, how are you? I remember that. Hi Michelle, nice to see you. Thank you. It was a great trip. I could have stayed a little more. Let's see. Rosie, the weather guy out of Sacramento, says there might be 12 inches of snow on Donner Summit. I don't like winter. I don't like winter. I don't even like rain. I swear I'm going to get on that plane and go. I'm going to just show up one morning and good morning from Honolulu or something, guys. I'm going to get the hell out of here. How you doing, Nature Woman? Nice to see you. Or down in Mexico City, or just get the hell out of here. I don't know. Just like surprise you guys one morning. I can't take it. My 1980s VW Cabriolets 1.8 have not messed with fun little convertible. The cake car was a nice looking car. It was a nice looking car, especially for a convertible. They were pretty good. Iova, thank you. The K car was featured. If you saw planes, trains, and automobiles, you saw a convertible K car, which was pretty cool. It was the fake Woody on that, which was funny. The convertible top tore off, and it was pretty. These guys were freezing their balls off heading to Chicago. So I have a Fiat. I made the right choice. I did. As much as I love, you guys know I'm passionate about Vegas. You have to think about how you're going to spend your time. You have to think about the economics of things too. Are you going to spend money and be in a situation where it's too uncomfortable to be outside? You don't want to walk around, and that's a bad way to be in Las Vegas. Because I'm all about being on foot. I'm all about walking. I'm all about poking around alleys and giving you guys the underbelly of Vegas. But I can't do that when it is just windy and miserable out. And in daytimes, windy, you can't go anywhere on the desert. The sand's blowing and everything. So I think I made the right choice. We can have a lot of fun here. I'm contemplating a run up to Fort Bragg. Not Fort Bragg, North Carolina, but Fort Bragg up on the Mendocino coast. Could be a nice little overnight trip for us this week. That might be pretty cool. They have Glass Beach. It's interesting. Mendocino County is one of the big pot growing counties. We could poke around up there. It's been a long time since I've been up there. Probably Bobby and I went up maybe 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, something like that. Yeah, go to Miami. I need warmer than Miami, Mark. You did the right thing not going to Vegas. I think that I did this time. Hi, baby doll. Hey, Anderson Henderson. I enjoyed you on the. I enjoyed you on the stream today, bro. With Noodles, man. You cracked me up. I can't sit still. I did like Circus, Free Trapeze, artist stuff. Roy Anderson, the problem with that is that show has been gone for years. Circus. Reno had the same thing. When my kids were little 25, 28 years ago, they loved, we'd go to Reno. They would have the Chinese acrobats, people up on the trapezes, risking life and not spinning around and doing all that stuff. But they did away with that years ago. It really shows you how much you love California. It's like you're saving a little of your history in your videos. Yeah, this isn't Vegas. Go to Mendocino. I want to see it. So that's a distinct possibility this week. So maybe the money's better spent on, let's have a new vista. Let's look at something new. Let's get some streams going. Let's get some content up there. Yeah, the Russians had a fort up there, and I have a video. It's called Fort Ross, Ross. If you put Fort Ross in my description box, you will see a cinematic Fort Ross. It was one of the earliest Russian settlements here, hence the Russian River and all that. So, Circus Circus was a lifesaver for me when the kids were young, because they would be highly entertained on the midway and things like that. So it worked out pretty good. But you saw a lot of deadbeat parents that would be gambling at 3 o'clock in the morning. They'd leave their kids sitting in the hallways, passed out, sleeping. I didn't particularly like that. So the bottom line is, the top line, the middle line, the bottom line is that Vegas will be there. And I was particularly worried Monkey Boy's recovering from his surgery, and I know it was hip surgery. But I visualized us sitting out on the parking lot down on near Fremont Street, where we do the tailgate partying and drinking, which is great. I love that. But I saw that wind blowing and whipping and us just pretending that we're having a good time down there. And meanwhile, to a person, we can't wait to get the hell out of there and crawl into our beds for the night. So that just doesn't cut it. So, I didn't take a dealing job at Circus Circus. Oh, at the time, the uniforms were hideous. Yeah, I'm not much on Circus Circus for, the Circus Circus in Las Vegas. If you haven't seen my video, it's the murder slash suicide capital of Las Vegas. More people statistically have offed themselves or been murdered at the Circus Circus than any other property down there, which is kind of unusual. But once you start walking around Circus Circus in Las Vegas, you see what a total freak show it is, with all the manor places in the back, the RV park, all the things compressed onto a small property that make for hellish Friday and Saturday nights in America. RV parks with people drinking, right? Gambling losses, high buildings with windows that open, and people walking around with weapons and stuff like that. So, yeah, parents always leave their kids. We had some that doped their kids up with Tylenol and left them in the car. They ended up with brain damage. God darn. Yeah, Naked City around the corner. It's a mess down there. It is a bloody mess. Dee and I did a 7 mile one night. We walked every inch of that property. All by the manor, there were cockroaches and rats and ooh. One time I know I stayed at the manor. Ooh. And Vegas Fix would be like, yeah, Rosie, I stayed there when they had $9 a night. Holy shit. Can you say discharging small arms in a hotel? I mean, how do you patrol the property like that? To me, the only good thing about Circus Circus Las Vegas is you have that little building on the front that's called Slots of Fun. Okay. It's one of the last places that has coin-in slot machines, video poker, and all that. That in itself makes it fun. Now, they did implode the Riviera across the street, which used to be they used to have the ladies' butts in bronze that were cast on the front. 4 butts turned their butt to you, and you would rub them for good luck before you went in. Leave dogs in 100-degree heat. Cops told me I couldn't break the windows. I told them to arrest me and broke the windows. Well, I think these days they would probably break it with their batons, right? Bed bugs on the pillows. Just a really bad. And right next door was the Econo Lodge where they plotted the 9/11 attack. You guys probably didn't know that. Right next door to Circus Circus, a little bit up Las Vegas Boulevard, was the notorious Econo Lodge. Now they've raised it to the ground. It's gone. But for a while I would ride by and I would look at that place and I would think, this is the place where those guys plotted and hatched all their plans to, do that terrible attack on 9/11. That was awful, awful, awful. I'm gonna grab a refill on my coffee real quick. I'm chilly tonight. I miss summer. I miss summer. I miss summer. Just gonna heat this up for a second, guys. Here's the real bad news too. Jury duty. Ah! Just my luck, man. Walk right in and bam, just like that. Right off to jury duty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 second, I just got to stir this. Oh, boy. Oh, man, jury duty just sucks. But, what are you gonna do? Got the full leg jeans on tonight. You know it is absolutely jury duty. Yeah, you missed the Rancho. We are back on the Rancho tonight, so jury duty. Hopefully I call in the morning. It's like, we don't need you today. What happens if you get jury duty and you don't show up? They will reprocess you into the system again. Now, I deferred jury duty from March, or I don't know, it was March. And my friend Janet's like, Rosie, you're so stupid. They had pandemic then. You could have just, okay, and just they would have told you don't come in. Now you've deferred it. They might have court. You might get on the case with some slob that's going to last a month through Christmas or something like that. They'll give you one like no show, but if you don't come the second time and you don't get yourself excused, they will issue a warrant. And they will come and get you. Thank you, Soswald. Yeah, little did I know. Did they seat you on juries? It depends. It depends. The lawyers, they're not, it's not a, it's not a high profile case. Most of these, they're not going to take a lot of time. They're just going to seat a jury and just get it done. You get sent to Supermax prison in Colorado. As far as jury duty, you just go down and tell them you're really not feeling well about the recent presidential election. Instant dismissal. Woo! How you doing, Fupa? Nice to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. Anyway, I know if you blow off jury duty multiple times, then they will issue a warrant. Okay, they will. Now they're not going to. It's not a felony, but they're going to haul you in before the administrative judge of the court. Remember, not only do you have the judges presiding over the cases, but you have rotating judges, administrative judge, right? Maybe one's for this quarter, next quarter the other judge, right? They're in charge of that BS. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Karen. How are you, sweethearts? When you move a lot, never change the address when you're ready. You don't get jury duty. Ooh, seems like jury duty could be done by Zoom or the like. That's the way it may come down, Johnny West. We have rising COVID cases again in California. So, let's see. Elmer, how are you? Hello, Night Road. Vote Joe Biden 279, 290, Trump 214. Yes, Joe Biden will be the 46th U.S. president. It does appear so. It does appear so. When you go to jury duty, wear an NRA cap. I'll be talking about tonight's speeches. I listened to them on the way up the road uh, tonight, and some thoughts on the election and all that. So we will see. But anyway, jury duty is gonna be in my future. But our cases are rising here. Also tonight, a good segue to Joe Biden's speech tonight. I thought Kamala Harris sounded pretty decent tonight. I lost a few subs today. I guess people thought I was riding the politics train, which I don't ride. But I am an American, and I do believe in our system here, and I do believe in being behind whoever is the president of the United States. I neither endorse nor unendorse either of these candidates. But when somebody's the president, I'm behind him. And if you heard between the lines, what's up, Trish? How you doing, babe? If you listened between the lines tonight, you heard lockdowns coming. Okay, if we continue on the same trajectory that we are now, by the time January 20th comes around or whatever, sounded like, when Joe Biden says we're going to listen to science and I'm going to get the greatest medical minds in the world together, it sounds like science is going to be elevated and business is going to be degraded here. But I'll listen later. Hugo said, "Not my president." Like, you cover everything and all topics, Rose. That's how I learn things. Thank you, headboard. Harris sounded high as a kite. I think she was happy to be a winner. I thought she looked pretty dazzling in her white outfits. I don't really know her that well. She was deep in San Francisco politics. She was the attorney general for the state of California, and then she went on to be a senator. So I don't really know a lot about her. Hey, Katie. Yeah, so we can agree to disagree. Yeah, Bill Ellis, you do notice when people send you a Gmail and tell you, then you notice. But they don't stay gone long. Okay, they come back. All right, they enjoy the content. What's up, Jaime? Lockdown is bad. They need to open up and let it happen where it's. Hi, Anna. Announced we're going on lockdown next Wednesday. If you listen to the speech, no, I wasn't live listening. I wasn't live driving today. Because I didn't want the distractions because the weather was really bad when I was driving. But I did listen to the speech. I was coming through Oakland, just making my way up to the Highway 101 and into the county. And Biden's speech, you could tell, like if he was president today, he would just be, look, national mandate, you got to wear a mask. We're just going to crush this thing down. Whether it works or not is a different story. He points to the model of the Asian countries. Now, I don't know. There's probably going to be a resurgence of it over there. So I don't know. Going to be ugly times for every single man. Most will not survive. World population will be halved by June. Jeez. I wonder if I should wait around till June. Should I do the 45-mile ride to the Golden Gate and just run out? Not much waiting to get some malt liquor, yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Leisure? Julie, I don't know what's going to happen. But I did listen between the lines tonight. And I could tell that he was definitely eager to I guess he's of the opinion and the belief that if we all just really have a serious national lockdown for X period of time, then we will effectively stop the transmission of the COVID virus. Right or wrong, I don't know. But I just got that feeling like if he was taking office tomorrow, one of the first things he would do would be to institute some type of lockdown or something like that. I don't know if you all heard the speech today. I don't know. And it said, for me, the election won't be determined until the legal results are in. Doesn't matter what anybody says until then. And that's the way it always is anyway, Anna. The Electoral College doesn't even meet until December. So there's certain mandates that states have to do anyway. Somebody was of the mistaken belief that Georgia, you're required to have a recount for the president. You're not, believe it or not. So interesting. I think it's going to be interesting too. For the first time, we're going to have a second gentleman. We have a first lady. Now we'll have the second gentleman in there, the vice president's husband, which is pretty interesting. And I might add the first Jewish second gentleman in history. So that'll make it interesting. Yeah, listen to the speech and tell me what you think. Hey, Dave, how are you? Karen said, here in the UK, we went into lockdown on bonfire night, 5th of November. Did you feel sick back in December? I felt a little whingy in March when D got really sick. And then he went off to the Nevada desert and disappeared in Arizona, and he got arrested or whatever for marijuana or whatever. He got pretty damn sick, to the extent that I thought he might have died out there because nobody heard anything from him for days. And I came home from that when Vegas went into lockdown. I felt a little whingy for a day or two, and then it passed. So I think I want to go get myself antibody tested, because if I already have the antibodies, then I might take off for Honolulu. If you present a certificate that your antibodies are there, you're good to go. Let's see. Katie said we're having people get MRSA and pneumonia from wearing dirty masks. Yeah, it's terrible. Microbiology says we need good germs and bad germs. Yeah. How you doing, Denise? JJ said excellent speech. Such a drastic difference from Trump. I thought it was good. I have to be independent about things. I do have the right to say if a speech sounded good, if it sounded unifying. I'm going to say it sounded good, and he sounded pretty good tonight. So, oh, you got a 24-ounce Loco Frost. Woo! I don't know if I'll have a beer on the stream tonight or not. Julie said, our cases are dropping in our fine state. We don't have masks and are wide open. No one wore one to vote. They still don't know if you're immune or how long it even lasts if you are. Yeah, flash news break, large police presence at Circus. They might as well open a police substation at Circus. I hate that effing property. It isn't clear that antibodies alone. Yeah, that's right, Bill. I don't know if it'll work out for me. Maybe I'm just curious or not. Have a beer. You're having a G and T, a gin and tonic tonight. So but I thought it was a decent couple speeches. I had nothing better to do coming up the road, so I listened to both. We always have a honeymoon period and things, and you want to hear a president-elect say the right words to people. Is it officially over? Of course it's not. It's not officially over. Could it be reversed? There'd be a lot of things to have to reverse. Right? There'd be a lot of things to have to be reversed. Right? Be a lot of, it's people automatically assume that something's going to go to the Supreme Court. Not necessarily so. State elections are a state matter, the way they run them. So we'll see what happens. Darby said the soap opera will reach a season finale on January 20th. Then season will start, if you catch my drift. Yeah. First name, defund the police, take away your guns, open the borders, end the oil industry, raise taxes. I do remember when Al Gore was president for a day or I don't know, something like that. I do remember that, Juice. I do remember that. Oh, yeah, me either. Mark said, turn off the Fox News. No, I was actually listening to Bloomberg radio coming up the road today. Hey, I'm bored. I want to listen to something. So I listened to the coverage. Open all the borders, get the list. Oh, thank you, Denise. Yeah, said don't go there. I'm not. I'm not. So, but I did. I thought the speech was pretty good today. I gotta be honest about that. So, 3 people were shot at Circus Circus. Let me see something for a minute. What was I just talking about, guys? Circus Circus. What a shithole that place is. Let's see what happened. That's why people aren't going to Vegas anymore. Circus Circus. Circus shooting. I'll tell you, that's the shoot 'em up and murder capital of suicide murder capital. I don't see anything new here. I don't see anything really new. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't see anything really new on here today. These people were shot according to posts on Twitter. Okay, I don't have Twitter, so I don't know. God, I hope not. I mean, that place is such a shithole down there. That place is such a shithole. Let's see. If you need food, I'll send you some. No, 3 people were shot according. I don't know. Somebody will be able to confirm that high watch. But as you guys know, violence has been increasing in Las Vegas anyway because of the lower end clientele that's being attracted to Vegas. I got another big email from Golden Nugget, no resort fees. Come on in. So, isn't Circus Circus the last casino that was ran by the mob? I'm not sure, Johnny West. I'm not sure. I just know that the tendency to violence is directly correlated with the low price of hotel rooms. I think that's probably a fact that could be pretty easily correlated, right? In Vegas, the cheaper the motel rooms, hotel rooms, the more crazy stuff gets down there. I put up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving. Okay. Probably while I'm waiting to be called for jury duty. You got casino mail to entice you. Yeah. America's #1 channel. Oh, I should go on the Las Vegas Review Journal. Hold on a minute. They should have breaking news here. Let's see. Joe Biden pledges to restore the soul of America. Nevada reports 1,824. They smashed the record for COVID-19, 5 deaths today. Let's see, man fatally shot becomes 9th homicide victim this week. Storm drops a few showers, snow in the mountains. Biden supporters hold car parade celebration in central Las Vegas. Pro-Trump demonstrators protest outside Clark County election office. Torrent of bankruptcy filings expected as rent comes due for thousands. Yeah, I don't see anything in breaking news on that front. Who was vice president couldn't spell potato? I don't know. Wasn't that George Bush Jr.? Jamie, they're closing some of the casinos. They're closing some of the casinos midweek, just because they want to reduce the overhead. So, how's it going to work out? Just responding here. Okay. Most citizens can't fathom a new world order. We've been coddled. Armageddon is just as far as they know, Armageddon is just. I mean, what are all the hookers doing? I think they're suffering out there. Convention business. There isn't really any convention business going on right now, right? Nothing going on. That's a lot of COVID-19 cases, right? They were down around the 400, 600 mark. And what the hell they got now? 1,824 new cases. Record high. Woo! And maybe one of y'all can tell me about this mink situation. You know, why Denmark has to destroy these minks. That's way over my head. Minks, COVID. Let's see. Since June of 2020, 214 human cases of COVID-19 have been identified in Denmark with SARS-CoV-2 variant associated. What the hell that means? Cases range from 7 to 79 years old. The hell is that? Don't look good. Minks were infected following exposure from infected humans. Man. Killing 17 million minks. Guess, Janet, you better buy your mink coat. Avoid close contact. Don't handle your mink. Yeah, the minks had the corona. The trip back was a little dicey, Jody. I was coming over the Tehachapi range down there in Southern California, coming down what's called the Grapevine from 4,400 feet. And when I got down to just starting to come over the crest of the hill and coming down northbound into the Central Valley, all hell broke loose. It was pouring rain down there. But the further north I got, the skies cleared, which is unusual. Usually in the northern part, Bay Area, we have the rain and it doesn't hit into Southern California. So it was kind of weird, kind of strange tonight how that happened. I don't know, go figure. Hey Ray, discuss how many lives of animals get killed because just to be thrown away. Oh, thank you, Jody. Yeah, I don't do furry. I think fur's like, I don't know, sub 50s. I don't know. More dogs are being adopted. That's nice. We don't know do we have legal results. Until then, I wouldn't even waste your energy. Well, yeah, it's not over till the secretaries of state certify each state. Is it probably over? I would say 99%. I can't imagine Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin flipping in a meaningful kind of way. So let's face it, we had record-breaking number of people voting. So if every vote, if 99.99% of the votes are legally cast, should we cheer that as an election where we had such a high participation rate, or do we want an election where you have to get your ass out into the polls and stand in line? And we have people would complain about the participation rate back in the 70s and 80s, right? Craving apple cider. I'd like to have a little hard cider, a little apple cider with a little blast of bourbon in it. That would be good. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Let's Miss Towers down. They're pulling trash out of California and the clientele sucks in. Julie should know she was intimately involved with the casino business for many, 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 many years. You can imagine the beautiful Julie is a pit boss with her white blouse in there, and leaning over the... yeah. There's Alan Gold. Look at what the tide rolled in. Damn sure did have a record voting. Under 25% of the population voted. I don't know, man. I don't want to go down that road. I can't do that stuff. My head will explode if I go down that road of all that. I love a good hard cider tonight. That would be delicious. What's up, boss? Biden got 9 million votes in California already. Um, yeah, so we'll just have to see how things play out. But does that mean that Biden should not prepare a transition? I think he would be wise to do so. And my only point today was I was listening to the speech very intently that Biden, Kamala Harris's was a feel good, was the Candy Man's coming to town. It's great. Candy Man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat the dishes, do. And Biden was up there, and the thing he kept pounding on was that COVID-19, right? We got to get this thing under control. So you tell me, guys, which way the trend is going to be going over the next couple months. Is the infection rate going to be accelerating to the point that the hospitals are overwhelmed? And once again, they're putting up temporary field hospital tents in Central Park and other places. Could be. I don't know. I'm home, Melody. I'm home. Cashless society. Tribulate God is angry with California and every other is coming with fury to punish the wicked. Well, Grim Reaper's probably doing a pretty good job right now. Slow and painful. Slow and painful. Verse roll time. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh, just as an aside, the second time today, I don't know what these gals are wearing. Particularly these Latina gals, these Mexican gals. They seem to have come out with a legging this year that's see-through. And they wear their thong or G-string in the back. And it's a hell of a sight, man, when you see these things. I don't know what the hell they're called. Sheer leggings. I was going to talk about them yesterday in LA, but I forgot about it. Second time I've seen them. They're just absolutely sheer. You think somebody's walking down the street naked, and it's just like, wow. Hey, Nocturnal. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Carl? How are you? Good to see you. I thought that was really interesting. Any of you ladies follow fashions or anything like that? I mean, there's just, I don't know. We're still waiting for the Georgia Senate runoff in January. Revenge of the camel toes. The rich are planning to flee tomorrow. It was weird, Jacob. Yeah, they were just, I don't know how they spun that material so thin, but I was, walking into the TA, and isn't that funny, the TA? Tits and ass and outside of Bakersfield and Buttonwillow, and I'm like, damn, man, there's the second time in 2 days I've seen one of these girls with these leggings. Let's see, shutting down the businesses that make vents for around the world. Most people won't believe until they see it. How you doing, Nikki? Decided to get on TikTok and see what's up. I think I went down a rabbit hole for some reason about dancing, queefing, and dudes gyrating their hips. I don't know how I got there. Yeah. Okay, good, boss. Hopefully a nuclear war breaks out and puts us out of our misery. I saw them here too. I always say to myself, they don't have a mirror. I couldn't believe it. Didn't leave a lot to the imagination. I mean, they are wearing, something behind, but wow. This is all I need in 2020 is there is some compensating factor for everything that's going on. So I'm going to have to go out and get myself some of those leggings, right? So there is some good news in the whole mix of all the other BS that's going on right now. Planet Bakersfield, they're celebrating Kamala Harris out there looking for Willie now that she's moved out. on Joe. Leggings just means you wear a longer shirt. There you go. Queefing. Fashion degree from Paris and London. Worked in industry. The stuff they're wearing outside. Oh, is outside of your taste level? Okay. No, I don't have any squids, boss. Nope. We're going to have to show up with 4 packs of squids that day. The waxers like it. I'm not saying it was bad. It just surprised me because I never thought that they could make that material that thin. And I felt like asking the girl, is it still warm to wear that? Have you guys had this phenomena? You're at a gas station and somebody's hanging around. Hey, you got $1 for gasoline? There was some young guys in a really hot sports car. Hey, do you have $1 for gas? And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell are you guys doing down here with that gas? Leggings cover a multitude of sins. Yeah, let's see. Just watch your night in Tijuana. Oh, thank you, Melody. I'm going to repost that as my front video. And thank you to those of you who watched the Los Altos Hotel and Apartment video. I love that, to see how people lived in the 20s, 30s, and 40s with just the elegance. And what an amazing place in LA. Plenty more good videos coming up. If you haven't seen it, please make sure you see that thumbs up and share it on your social media. I think people might be interested in seeing that elegance of the 1920s and 30s. Let's see. Joey D said, I read a news article about those leggings. Haven't seen any yet, but I'm looking. Woo! There you go, Joey D. I couldn't take a picture, like. It didn't look good. It looked good. One had black, very sheer with like a red thong, Y back. Looked good, man. Looked good. Boys were tripping, practically tripping over the gas island there. Jeggings, squat-proof legging. Here on Long Island, the girls are wearing ripped jeans, and the more rips that are in it, the more expensive they are. Go figure, yeah. The yuan has been doing good. Yuan's not quite ready for prime time, but I would have no hesitation holding a lot of Chinese currency. Let's see, they're not expanding the currency the way we are here. May have been tinted pantyhose. May have been, Becky. Now that I think about that, but it didn't look constructed. It looked like leggings to me, so I don't know. At this point, I don't care who's in the White House. Just want them to do what's best. That's exactly the way I feel, Nocturnal, and I can't apologize for that. And it does appear, shoot the messenger, right? So hate me if I tell you I think Biden at this point in time has won the election. I mean, hate me or do whatever you want. Some people will be resist. I've got to support the office. Just like I did when Trump is president, so I still support. You can take a picture. We used to all the time in the casino with the fashion mishaps. Yeah, let's see. Hugo said, Long Island will be wiped out soon. Hicksville's the cultural mecca of Strong Island. I dated a girl from West Babylon, I think, which was near Hicksville, right? I just looked up what you're talking about. Sheer Leggings is the name they put under the photo. Let me see. Let's see. Sheer Leggings fashions. Speed leggings, taupe. Let's see. Talking about fashion women, long sheer pants, see-through casual. I'm not really a fashionista. But, yeah, this is, I think Kim Kardashian, I don't want to violate her copyright, But I think you can see there. That's about what I saw today. Y'all see that? Now, I don't know. There it is. That's it. That's what I saw today. That's exactly what I saw there. So I guess that's cool. I don't know. That's 90s? Wow. That's 90s, huh? That's 90s. Let's see. Yeah, here it is again. There it is. Don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, Craig, people are still living in that hotel, and you would be astounded, Craig, if I told you that was a mixed. That is like I don't know what the hell they called it, mixed residency. I mean, it means that you didn't have to have a ton of money to live there. They wanted to have interesting people that live there. So you would have like artists and bohemian people mixed in with wealthy people. So I don't know what you call that. Like they wanted a certain theme because that place got very run down in the Depression, and somebody bought it and brought that back to its glory. So might as well wear pantyhose. They have them for men too. Those are high denier hose. I don't know. So I don't know what the hell they are, guys. Caught my eye. I'm not saying I didn't almost trip over the gas island today. It was like, what the hell, you know? Uh, yeah, this is exactly what they look like today. They're just sheer, man. They're just unbelievable. She had like a short cropped sweatshirt, like an athletic thing on top of it. And that's the second time in 2 days, 3 days I've seen that. So here we go. Women's low rise leggings. This is exactly the outfit that she had on today. Yeah, let's get beautiful Mona on the Rancho. I don't think so. That's it. I mean, I can almost see that as like club wear, almost, but I don't know if it's for streetwear, you know. But it does seem to be the hot trend right now. Uh, I don't know. I report, you guys decide, but it sure caught my eye. Caught my eye. Yeah, hi Jen Jen, pantyhose. I don't know. That's what they're wearing. I prefer lace pantyhose. West Babylon is right near West Islip, where I am south of Montauk. Okay, yeah, I dated a gal that lived in West Babylon there. You got the leg, wear what you want so long as it's not triple X. That's what I'm saying. You can almost see the cookie there, you know. So beach bell, beach bell bottoms. I don't know. You know, I'll report in again in the future as I see. Um, I can't imagine the cold in Las Vegas wearing them, but I guess it's possible. I don't know. I don't know. So what do we just wear pantyhose on the streets now? I don't. I think the guys probably like that look. Right. If you're fit and trim, that outfit's no problem. But someone with rolls, it wouldn't be the best look. Um, yeah, I don't know. Uh, some girls, even with rolls, they'll still wear. They still feel confident. Just I mean, girls are a lot heavier than they were 20, 25 years ago. It doesn't seem to be a major problem with the male of the species. So personally, I love fishnets with a pencil skirt. Yeah, they look pretty good. I don't know, Janet. I couldn't even believe it. Janet said, "Who knew pantyhose would become leggings?" I sure as hell didn't know. I had no idea. on that. So I'll just be reporting because I forgot that the other day. Yeah, they do a pants-free day in New York City. I know that they ride the subway and things like that, but that's still pretty weird. Free the nipples, topless. I wear a long white t-shirt and no pants, no underwear. So what are you saying, Hugo? You're just swinging free down there? You're swinging free through the jungle? Huh? What if you have to go on the subway, Hugo, and you can't get a seat and you need to hang on the strap and you go to raise, right? And it's like the monkey's out of the cage, right? It's the look, yeah. Be like a subway ride through hell. You probably go through the dark tunnel when the lights cut out for about 8 seconds. You come out of there and you're no longer in the you're no longer on the train. Yeah, no man spreading. uh, that's it, Julie. The free the nipple crowd will have boobs to their ankles in their 40s. They wear pantyhose when robbing a bank. I'm used to that, Janet. That's very 1970s, right? That's what they do. Yeah, put that over the face and go in and rob a bank, right? Not the best look, right? It's kind of weird. Yeah. Maggie said, "You're not a lady if you go out like that. Nothing can beat the 60s hot pants and go-go boots. It's the creepiest outfit of them all. A peek is more seductive than a full view, of course it is." So, Hugo, I'm going to suggest that you don't go out in your t-shirt. I'm just saying you're not being truthful, okay? There's no way you go out with a long t-shirt and you don't have any drawers on underneath of that. No way. Long white t-shirt, nothing else tried. I don't think so. I don't want to sit my cheeks down on a plastic seat on some subway or public conveyance where people have hot loogies on it and, uh, you know, whiz. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, Hugo. That ain't going to happen. I think those would be okay to wear shorts. Well, my point is, Jamie, they're wearing it out there like that. This gal had a short cropped athletic top on, like a Nike top, just cut right below the boobs. And there it is, man, with those, like a G string and then the see-through leg. I'm not kidding you guys. This stuff is going on out there. It's going out there. My mom made me sleep in a bra so I wouldn't sag later in life. Your cheeks sit on the t-shirt. It's long. I hope so, Hugo. I hope so, brother. I hope so. For your sake, I hope so. Hey, Amy, welcome to Fashion Talk when it's hot out and I'm sneaking around naked and my poor neighbors see me. I just say, look, that's on you. Thankfully, no kids around. You're going to look, you're going to get it. You're allowed to be naked on your own property. It's that's perfectly within your legal rights to be. Jen and I used to sunbathe with just our bikini bottoms on the back porch, and this dope would fly a drone over from the alley. This guy that lived down on the alley down the side. That was a little disconcerting. Jen, imagine those in the nude collar. People would think that, yeah, Jen, I saw. That's exactly what happened. And Kevin was with me too, Kev TV. We're walking back from Denny's. And he's like, is that, he's like, whoa, is that girl naked? Does that girl have pants on up there? And I'm looking up because he's got better eyesight, and I'm looking up and I'm like, whoa, this chick doesn't look like she's. And we get a little closer. I'm not saying we ran ahead, right? To check. We were walking at a rather brisk pace, and no, she had flesh sheer leggings on with her G-string, and that was it. That was it. Better worked out. Imagine. Oh yeah. So I don't know. Not far from the body paint model. Should I cash out my 401k before the Biden policies kick in? I would, simply because interest rates are going to be rising. Right. There's too much demand. You know, the interest rates have been too low for too long. So there's going to be big implications for that. But it's, who knows, man? We're just in a freaky time right now. So, gun mod, as they tell you, consult your financial advisor. Okay. Well, my friends are horrified when I tell them I sleep in a bra. My mom was fanatical about it. Jamie, have you ever heard that some surgeons and some cosmetic surgeons think that wearing a bra is actually counter to it seems counterintuitive, but there's a lot that advocate not wearing a bra. They think wearing a bra promotes sagginess, which seems kind of unusual to me, but I don't know. Can you explain to me why people think we're going to have to learn Chinese? I don't get it. Chinese ain't going to take any, but they're not going to. They're not that kind of nation, okay? Not that kind of nation. They're very. Look at the symbol for China, Zong, meaning middle, and then Guo, middle country, middle kingdom, and it has a wall around the thing. Okay, they wanted just what's in their own country. Okay, mass arranged marriage, mooning with the divided Congress, change will come slowly. I don't know. Really, I didn't know that's legal. It's opened up a whole new pool adventure for me. I don't know. I'd like Julie Army Mom to weigh in on that. Let me see what this says, The Manchurian Candidate. Let me see what this says. That was a pretty good movie. Frank Sinatra. Let me see here. Don't wear a bra. Pros and cons. Trying to find something. 7 amazing things that could happen when you stop wearing a bra. Improve your breast shape. Contrary to what we might believe, not wearing a bra doesn't cause your breast to sag. In fact, a long-running French study has proven that bras most likely have the opposite effect, causing breasts to lose their shape over time. According to the study, the support of bras weakens the muscles in the chest, making the breasts droop. To keep your breasts rounder and perkier, it's actually best to let them do their own thing. Your bra is just keeping you back from even more beautiful breasts, truth be told. Get a good night's sleep. We've known for some time that sleeping with your bra on isn't something scientists approve of. Rumors of this habit causing breast cancer are spread from this notion, but this severe consequence is highly unlikely and has never proven true. However, it has been proven that wearing a bra to bed is most likely to cause discomfort and disturb your sleep cycle. Okay, so there must be some kind of French study that says that the same French study proved that going braless improves perkiness. Has also proven on the whole, bras are not fatally bad for your health. Basically, they're not going to cause breast cancer. However, not wearing a bra will improve your breast health in other ways. So, there you go. I haven't worn a bra in years, so, and I'm still perking along. I don't know. So, I'm wheeling down. Certainly got going with the weight. We'll pull them down, hold them firm. You should probably check out that. Study, Julie, and then weigh in on that French study on that. So finally watched Mondo's arrest. If they were even involved. Let's see. Fox 5 has the circus. Let's see what the circus shooting is about. Let me see. Somebody's got to have it on breaking news. Okay, here we go. Damn, man. 2 injured. This was 45 minutes ago. Let me see. Speaking of 3-shot. There's a large police presence. Okay, from 5 minutes ago. Let's see. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is officers responding to a shooting at the Circus received a call about the shooting just before 7:30 p.m. A large number of police vehicles responded. I tell you, the place is a shithole, okay? Multiple witnesses reported hearing gunshots, and Las Vegas Metro Police Department confirms that they found 2 people suffering from gunshot wounds when they arrived. Both victims were sent to hospital where they are currently stable. Okay, well, there it is. That's it, High Watch. That's it. So, damn. Not good. Not good. Let's see. Jody says, I would never leave the house without a bra. Biden in politics 50 years. So friends. Interesting. Yeah, check it out. I mean, I don't know. I'd like you ladies to look at that French study of not wearing a bra and come to your own conclusions about that. Right. Let's see. Mitch McConnell wants a smaller. My husband used to make me change my clothes before I left the house. I'm gonna have to find a pencil. Yeah, I remember. Let's defund the Las Vegas police. It probably has been. I don't know. Now, Biden, people talk about his health and things. You know, his mother, how old was Biden's mother when she died? Right? Wasn't she like 90 something? Or, I mean, he might have a long gene. You don't know. So it's really hard to say. See, I went to the store today with my slippers on. That's funny. Yeah, Jamie, check it out. Look into it some more and see what you think, honey. I just put it out there. I report, you decide. It's interesting. That's not the first time I've heard people say don't wear a bra, but it does seem counterintuitive. But I guess weakening the chest muscles may have something to do with that. I don't know. So help Biden open his beady eye. Actually, I want to see through. I want to see the see-through leggings. I already showed him. I had Kim Kardashian wearing. She had a G-string underneath of that with. I don't even want to call them leggings. They look like pantyhose or something. I don't know better. I'd say you don't care for Trump. See through. Biden's mama didn't have dementia. She was 92 when she passed. So I don't, I don't want to sell the guy short. Now, if President Trump runs again in 2024, how old would he be at that point? Would he be close to 80 years old? I don't know. I don't think, I can't really imagine that, it's weird to think that Biden would want a second term if it happens. So she was 92. Okay. God bless. Yeah, I'm not much older than old. Yep. Julie said, no ma'am, no ma'am. I will wear my bra. Well, Julie, I'm going to continue to not. But you're used to that anyway. Smelly cat. My leggings ended up being see-through and retired to my PJ rotation. Let's see. Nocturnal said he'd be 78. Chelsea Clinton will run. You think Chelsea will get involved in politics? What's up, Joe Tan? I don't know. I think more likely. Let me find this text of text. Let me read. You guys see what you think. You see this? Let me see this text. Here's. Let me see. It was in about. Here's what I heard today. Okay, here's what he said. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, here we go. And the folks, our work begins with getting COVID under control. Now, this is his speech today. What's that mean? Rosie turned me off on bras. Okay, I don't know. Is that a good thing or not? I don't know. I haven't worn a bra in years. I don't know. I'm perky and bouncy all over. Listen, our our folks, our work begins with getting COVID under control. We cannot repair the economy, restore our vitality, or relish life's most precious moments. Hugging our grandchildren, our children, our birthdays, weddings, graduations, all the moments that matter most to us until we get it under control. On Monday, I will name a group of leading. This is what I told you. This guy will be. He won't make solo decisions. He will gather people like Roosevelt did in the 1930s. He will gather people together and have consensus, things. So he said, on Monday, I will name a group of leading scientists and experts as transition advisors to help take the Biden-Harris COVID plan and convert it into an action blueprint that will start on January 20th, 2021. That plan will be built on bedrock science. Thank you, Jamie. It will be constructed out of compassion, empathy, and concern. I will spare no effort, none, or any commitment to turn around this pandemic. So, what do you guys read into that? Right. Sounds to me like code for if the shit's still bad by January. It sounds like a lockdown coming. Yeah, I do have a bra internally. Yes, I do, Julie. The Israeli bra lift. Lockdown smells like meat bin when I work. Dress code said underwear required. I feel there may be some difference between real professional and hand, but no one gather with that anywhere today. I don't. I'm going to start using my waist training though, starting tomorrow. All your thank you, Joe. Says all your LA vids were excellent. Lovely party in the RV. Great mix of people. Thank you. I did put up the Los Altos apartments and hotel today. I hope that you guys enjoyed that peak of luxury circa 1920s LA. It's so awesome to be able to have something like that that is still around almost 100 years later, to see that in all of its glory. And imagine Betty Davis walking through the lobby, or William Randolph Hearst with Marion Davies, or the great Mae West. Also, Clara Bow lived there, and I think Douglas Fairbanks Jr. too. So, what did Homo Erectus do? Lockdown fever. We are in good hands, Rosie. Have no fear, but fear itself. I'm not really fearful, but I'm not sure legally if you can impose a national lockdown. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure of it. Somewhere between states' rights and federal authority is, I don't know, I don't know. I'm saving that video. It looked really interesting. I have about 4 or 5 more videos to go that I hope will be just as enjoyable for you guys. So if we go to lockdown, we need stimulus. Sound like a snowflake who can't make a decision on his own. Joey D, we've passed this era where every president is like a little different. John F. Kennedy would pick up the phone. He would consult during the Cuban Missile Crisis. He'd pick up the phone and talk to Dwight D. Eisenhower and seek his advice, a Republican. And, he's leaned on his brother very heavily, Robert Kennedy. And, he was another person that liked to have people buy into the decision-making process. Nixon was sort of a go-it-alone guy. I think Reagan was pretty much of a go-it-alone, although on economics and stuff, he listened to David Stockman and supply-siders. I think George Bush Jr. was kind of a go-it-alone guy, so Trump definitely is. But I think Biden realizes he doesn't know anything about the executive. Although he was vice president for 4 years, he probably knows something. So. Jeremiah Johnson, somebody uploaded it. I told her Biden couldn't even remember his own granddaughter's name the other day. I don't know. I didn't want to, I'm not here to jump on Biden or Trump. I'm just saying that it just sounded like he would really try to crush this thing by just like, look at what they did in France and the UK, right? I mean, it's like crushed. Lockdown. So I don't know where else that is. Are they having lockdown in Italy? Italy lockdown. What do you guys think about it? Like, Italy's one of the places that it began, right? Italian regions locked down. There we go. Here it is. Italy imposes regional lockdowns. Much of Italy is now in lockdown, including the densely populated northern Lombardy region, after the COVID-19 death toll for 24 hours hit 445, a 6-month record. Wow. The whole country has a night curfew. In neighboring Slovenia, police clashed with violent anti-lockdown protesters. Now, I could see that happening here. I can see people starting to resist a lockdown. France has been in a nationwide lockdown for weeks. Reported Thursday 58,000 people infected and a further 363 deaths. Paris is now banning food and alcohol takeaways and deliveries during the night. Curfews between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning. So there's widespread anger at the French government's decision to close bookshops under the lockdown rules. 188,000 people have signed a petition to President Emmanuel Macron deploring the closure in a book-loving nation. Well, right. I mean, read it and weep. There's the countries with all France, Italy, Spain, UK, and Germany. There's all the rising cases. Why? Because cold weather is here. And Cornholio loves cold weather. So, is it going to be bad this winter? You guys can decide yourselves if it's going to be bad, right? Uh, okay. It's another can of chicken in my stocked up can. I think we're in for a bumpy ride. Amanda says, I'm just happy Biden is the president elect. Hey, Mama June, what's going on? So the virus comes out after 10 p.m. Boo! Any sort of progress. I don't know. Uh, I'm just fascinated. I've always been fascinated by. I've always been fascinated by transitions. It said Trump team holds news conference outside drab landscaping firm next to adult bookstore. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Now this is why I'm glad from record Las Vegas highs to record lows with some snow in Las Vegas. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's pretty funny. Outside of the adult bookstore, right? Making matters even stranger, the landscaping business was between an adult bookstore and a cremation center. Next to Fantasy Island adult books. That's pretty funny. There it is, Fantasy Island. What a world, man. What a world. You can't make this shit up. Look at that. Double winter wallop as two fronts arrive in Las Vegas. Woo! Can't do that. Waves as high as 22 feet forecast to hit the Sonoma coastline. Wow. What day is that? Oh, thank you. Hey, Debbie Lynn, what's going on? Thank you for being patient in your in chat. It is all funny. I mean, you have to laugh at something. It can't always be all serious about life, you know? Sometimes things just present themselves in certain ways that it's funny. Biden plans immediate flurry of executive orders to reverse Trump policies. I don't know if our yeah, ESPN is the largest layoffs ever, and Mr. Z sent me a picture of the Las Vegas news stations. They're selling their choppers down there, so they can't afford them anymore. Joe Podden cares about you. I think so. Who was that? Gunmod, thank you. 4.99 from Gunmod. Thank you, guys. And if we could get up to 100 thumbs tonight, that would be awesome. Thank you, Gunmod. Thank you. You know, Hillary is drunk and angry tonight. And I'm not sure. Well, I'm not going to ever go down that line, Julie, but I do try to look at both sides, just from a objective sort of point of view. And I think we all want what's best for the country. We want the best outcome. We want this coronavirus to go away, but I think we got to get through winter, and I think it's just hope it doesn't mutate, right? Good. Let's see. Good for ESPN. Go woke, go broke. Every time that bitch's piece behind her, I want it. There you go, Mama June. I like to feel loved. I like to think that the president loves me. All right, moving along. What's coming up this week? Tomorrow I've got more videos I'm going to be editing. I'm going to be putting a couple hours in at work tomorrow. I've got to put the Halloween crap away and get that up on the shelf. And I've got to start cleaning and getting ready for the boss is going to be coming up on Sunday to get ready for our fishing trip. I need to, let me see what the extended forecast looks like. Let's say, let's see what the extended forecast looks like. Monday's going to be showers, 65 and 39. I'm not digging that. Yuck. Sunday rain. Ugh, yuck. I hope that changes. Yuck. Proud boy, BLM approved for you. Mantis Tetram needs Christmas deco now. Hey Trisha, how are you? Where are you going? I think I'm going to go up to Fort Bragg. Not Fort Bragg, North Carolina, but Fort Bragg up on the California coast. And Fort Bragg. Things to see, things to do. 15 best things to do. Mendocino Coast Botanical Gardens. You got Glass Beach. I don't know, all this glass broken bottles from a century of throwing glass down there. Sea Glass Museum. Mendocino Coast Model Railroad. A lot of this crap will be closed down. So we're going to see. We'll see. Let's see. Fort Bragg. Let's see what the distance is there. That's about a 2-hour and 17-minute drive up there. But it's a very beautiful, rugged coastline and everything. So we'll see. I've never been around for the Christmas decorations. Well, I've been getting terrarium video recommendations. I've been watching closely Terrarium Echo. Well, that's why you're getting them, Mama June. Yeah, I just got back today. I bagged off of Las Vegas because of the cold and wind. I can't do that. So, no. Days, how you doing? Jordan, what's going on? Good to see you. I am back on the Rancho. 2 people were shot, possibly 3 people at the Circus today, of which 2 were taken to hospital. They are in stable condition, but it's getting rough out there. Getting rough out there. So nice to see you, Jordan. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to spool up your hangout. I saw you had a hangout tonight. I just got back off of the road. I'll listen to that and see your live stream. So, have you ever been to Savannah? I have. I've been to Savannah. Yeah, dude. The one millipede. Matronista, what's going on? Read a book back in the day, so we shall see. Yeah, he does great videos. Dude, one where a millipede is the only predator in existence in a jar. I don't know. I think I'd rather watch paint dry, but that's just my own personal taste on that. So, yeah. I don't like bugs. I like black widows. Mama June expanding my horizons. Thank you. I've told you guys I want to get that jet black Chrysler 300. I want a nice black widow painted on the hood, and I want on the back a little black widow where the key goes into the trunk, and below the door handles a two-door. Man, that would be so boss. That would be so boss. See, I'm making a sea monkey terrarium. That'd be cool if get together with Jordan, pop by the Rancho, or collab together. That would be awesome to have him here up on the Rancho. Like to see what he thinks of some of the wineries. Maybe they'll be open, or maybe they won't. You know, like Corbel, Champagne cellars, and places like that. Madrona Manor, where I walked around before Halloween. Cool stuff like that. Cool stuff like that. Check it out. Been loving the movie. Yeah, be awesome, Debbie Lynn. And Debbie Lynn, when are you getting out here, girl? I've seen you in South Carolina, honey. I've seen you in South Carolina. That'd be awesome, Jordan. Yeah, tour you around the area, show you all the good content. Hopefully, at a time when there's some decent weather. But I've got the nice shine shack out there, comfortable place to comfortable pad to use for exploring. You're coming back to California this coming week? Cool, cool. I've got fishing coming up. I got some other people coming up too. But, you know, you got my digits, so just let me know. You can at least roll by and pop on if you want. Bring on Thanksgiving. I'm ready for some damn turkey. Yes, yes, yes. Beer Corona Extra. I'm going to probably have a short one tonight. I'm going to go grab that. Crazy world, man. Crazy world. Street of Art. That is, yeah, Jordan would like that on, that is Florence Avenue in Sebastopol, where the guys made all that steampunk art on that street. That's pretty amazing. Take all of you out on the Branson Bell. That sounds good. What are some good books? I don't know. You have connections in Branson. It's beautiful. Well, I wanted to get in New York because I have connections for the New York Stock Exchange, for the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. And as you guys know, at the current time, the floor of the stock exchange is closed to the public and has been for years now. But I still have that hope to be able to do that. So I'm going to grab a beer shorty. Be right back. Yeah, I'll give Jordan credit too. He didn't shy away from the George Floyd thing. You know, he took a lot of crap in the thumbs up and thumbs down for going up and showing the George Floyd memorial. But I actually earned a lot of my respect for doing that because it's real and it's real life, and I like that when people don't shy away from showing the real deal on there. So I read some Dickens. Hey, Franny, how are you? Yeah, how's Fran doing? How's Franny doing? Great Expectations. I couldn't read a lot of Dickens, Jamie. Anybody that starts out a story, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Like, come on, man, make up your mind. Which was it? Yeah, that's where the Miss Haversham or whatever, right? Great Expectations and all that kind of crap. I don't know. I love A Christmas Carol. That's the best Dickens for me. Yeah, Julie said he clearly said it wasn't political, it's historical. I found it interesting. But I did like the fact that Jordan didn't shy away from putting it up there. And he also, like me, believes in having the thumbs up and thumbs down displayed. Okay? So people can see it. Okay? He gets a sense of the mood of people and all that kind of stuff, as do you guys. But that's one of the risks when you report and just show stuff that people think that you're editorializing. I had a lot of people when I was covering the riots down in Oakland, and we had close to 2,000 people on that stream. And I caught a lot of hell that next day. I think they got like 25,000 views altogether on that stream. It was huge. And just being there, a lot of people got pissed at me because I showed it. But not once in that stream did I ever say a word about anything. I just had the camera rolling right on from the front lines, and people still went ballistic and batshit about that. So, yeah, get a hold of me, Debbie Lynn. Come on out. It's love to have you out here, girl. Because I'm probably not going to be coming east for a while. You know, I was thinking about seeing my dad and then going up to the streaming house in New York and Rochester. And lo and behold, the governor of Maryland has reimposed the state of emergency and all that. So it just sucks. Thank you, Anna. Said you did an amazing job covering the ride. Stay tuned. There's going to be more stuff coming up. Okay? Mama June, nothing better than some shredded cheddar and taco meat and a bag of Fritos shaking. You haven't lived, Mama June, till you had the Korean chicken in a bag. All right. I love that. That guy comes out and shakes that like it's shake and bake. That chicken tastes so good. And the fries are in there. Woo! And you're sitting out there having that with a couple of those Korean beers. Does it get any better than that? I don't think so. Frito pie. I've heard people talk about that before. Just like people talk about a Ritz cracker pie that they made during the Depression. A Ritz cracker pie. That's what I do, the shake and bake. Yeah, look at my, I put it up on the Rosie Murphy channel. Look at the chicken in the bag. They come out with the hot wings in a paper bag with fries, and the guy shakes it up with the seasoning and things. It tastes so good. It's so hot and it's so tasty. Check it out. Check it out. Matronisa said, I recently said on my channel that nasty comments won't be tolerated. The thumbs down have definitely increased, but I don't care. They quit making nasty comments. My channel, my way. Matronista on, yeah, thumbs up. Appreciate it, guys. If we could get to 100, that would be great. January 3rd of 2013, when I joined and started as a content creator, YouTube gave you a choice. Do you want your thumbs up and thumbs down to show? And I said yes, and I have never changed that ever on videos. Only rarely do I turn off the comments if I'm editorializing, maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year. So, Loose Pie, a screenshot of Caspier. Said, hello, my old friend. It's been a while. Oh, he knew Caspier? This is pretty darn good. The Koreans have a good beer. I like the Height, H-I-T-E, but Cass is supposed to be the #1 beer. But they both taste good. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Yeah, I think we'll bake something this week too. Pie is better than cake. We grew up on the pie in the South. Pie for breakfast every day. Come on, get happy, happy, happy. Let's go, 125. Yeah, that's it. So tomorrow I start the waist training. I'm going to get my waist trainer out tomorrow, and still working on the OnlyFans thing. I don't have a lot of material for that yet, but I'm going to start my heavy exercise. I'm going to get a jump on December and start my exercise regimen. He said it's available nationwide and it's an okay beer. I think it's pretty darn good. I don't drink ale too much, so I like the lager beer. An OB beer in a dirty billiards hall. How about the guy that was eating out of the trash can on Hollywood Boulevard last night? You know, I've pulled stuff out of dumpsters before. I've picked up unopened bottles of water and soda out on churches and stuff, but I've never reached into a trash receptacle and pulled out pizza and just started chewing on that. God. Anna said, Rosie, no matter what views we all have with the recent news, you managed to make everyone feel included and understood. Thank you. You are welcome. You know what, Anna? I like to be respectful to the office of the President of the United States. And I like to always look at both sides of everything. That's what I like. I think it's kind of the reporter in me. It's the independent streak in me. See, can you go back and forth on the like? Yes, you can, Kenny PP. You can go back and forth all the time, all the time. I don't need me eating something with. Yeah, there was some kind of dip that he was. It's like, God, you know. I was like, what the hell is he doing in that? Wow. Just, woo! Like I said, when you're on the street all the time, guys, you get a good measure of civilization and how things are going in the world. And sometimes it's a little disconcerting out there. But then again, it's Hollywood Boulevard, right? So you kind of expect a little bit of craziness down there. Pumpkin pie. Maybe I'll make a pumpkin pie. We haven't had teeny weeny bikini baking on the Murphy channel in a while, so. My bitch teacher in long tan streak on the back. I think pumpkin pie. I like to do a very fluffy pumpkin pie, very whipped, very light pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is a healthy thing to eat, though. It's not very fatty. Stove the hobo like Kentucky Fried Chicken thrown away in the dumpster at the end of the night. I can see that, Kenny. I remember seeing his videos, but that would be like boxed chicken, wouldn't it? I mean, I get that. I get that. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah. You don't see things like that here in the where we find social workers to house and feed to singers. Eye-opening. It's a big state out here, Jamie. It's a big state, honey. Lots and lots of people out here. And it's a state that the state values trying to help people stay independent, so they're not going to have a ton of intervention in it. Snake venom beer has the highest 67.5. Wow. Hugo, you just have to have pumpkin pie made the right way, my friend. You need to have that whipped. And it's almost fluffy. It's almost like it's delicious. Mona's a whole trip, isn't she? Mona, come on, man. Captain Content puts her on there for a reason, right? Pecan pie won't disappoint, but I'm not sure if I'll make it because I'm pressing myself very hard on body shaping and everything. So, whip that pumpkin. Do they have help for those people that want it out there? Imagine, Jamie, that your mind has been blown out on crack or meth. The problem is, and we saw the woman walking around with her coochie hanging out and her boobs hanging out in downtown LA in the theater district because she had no self-presence. She had no self-awareness out there. Okay, so she's not even in her mind can't even think about I want help. Her mind has been exploded. So what do you do at that case? Well, you know, you got to clothe these people and make sure they maintain their dignity. You know, that's the big issue I have. I don't want to see people walking around 3/4 naked on the streets. Okay, I think you need intervention at that point. I guess I'm trying to say, Jamie, is when you're that far gone, you don't even know that you need help. Your world is just, your mind is just a jumble of just lights and shadows, and you end up talking to yourself and doing the what I call the meth shuffle and things like that. So it's kind of sad. Yep, fight training. That's right. She was out of her mind. Yeah, I like to put my tomato on my tuna pie, but don't tell anyone. Oh, well, do you think they are high then, or you think they're like that forever? That's a problem with a lot of things like crack. Couple hits on that, and you can be out of your mind for life. Out of your mind for life, Jamie. That's the scary part. And nothing can bring that back. Nothing can bring that back. Nothing can bring that back. You remember the streakers? Oh yeah, they called it the streak. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm getting down. Yeah, my whole thing is to get into my fighting trim. That's it. Going to be pressing hard. I think I'm going to get underweight tomorrow. So they have actual organic brain loss, which is kind of sad. Kind of sad. To the moon, Mona, to the moon, you old racist bat. Insane asylums is an alternative. I don't know what you do, Jacob. Do you house people just to be housing people? I'm not sure what the solution is. It's frustrating to me because it defies simple answers. But it is interesting to me to have these points in time on video where I can see, are things getting better or are things getting worse? I've been traveling to LA heavily for 4 or 5 years with Missy Jen, Grand Central Market, Bradbury Building, Angel's Flight, the last bookstore. We were all over. It's far worse now. Far worse. It is a lot to think about. So you know what I do, Jamie? I say a prayer. Because that's all you can do is say a prayer for these people. So cherry tomato man make me feel like an element. I wish I had a trunk. Hey Charles, how are you? Let's see. Julie said, for those who want to help homeless teens in LA, my friend's place is an amazing charity. Let's look that up. Let's look that up, Julie. Let's see what that is. Julie, did you see in Venice Beach they had the Shula or whatever the hell it is? The Shalom Shabbat Friday night thing on the beach, my friend's place. Homeless service, 5850 Hollywood Boulevard, temporarily closed, opens at 9 a.m. 3,100 youth experience homelessness in LA in every given year, any given night. 1,400 young people are served every year. My friend's place. The safe haven provides daytime shelter and basic needs to youth living on the streets. Go to myfriendsplace.org. Let's see that.
There are nearly 1,400 homeless youth a year who come to My Friend's Place, and each one has their own story, their own circumstance, and their own set of needs. And over 30 years, we've developed our program to meet those complex needs.
This is homeless between 12 and 25. Interesting. Phil Henry turned me onto that charity. Phil Henry. Bobby Dooley, huh? The Western Estates Mobile Home Park, right? Mm-hmm. 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 People would call it and they're so dumb they thought it was weird and they thought it was real and they'd be talking. You understand what I'm saying, lady? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bobby Dooley. How you doing, mobile mechanic? How are you? No child should ever be homeless. And you don't want to be on the streets of LA. But remember, this is a daytime charity. Okay, that's all well and good, but they're still turning you out on the street at the end of the day. So, Thanksgiving is canceled. No get-togethers. Phil called Another Day in Paradise. I love the Phil Henry show with Bobby Dooley. And who was that guy that wanted to be LAPD? Yeah, Ted's of Beverly Hills. I love that, man. Ted's of Beverly Hills. God, you remember all that. And there was one guy that wanted to be LAPD that would call. I want to be LAPD. LAPD. Still eating your damn turkey. Love your streams. Being in the heartland, I miss the West Coast, and the best real city might be chaos, but it's familiar. I need to be around Jessica. I tell you, I need to be around big cities. They're like my touchstones, and it's a little scary sometimes. Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police, exactly. We were down at the theater district, and the guy was trying to kick in the shop. The rolling shutter thing for the shop that comes down. That could just start to get a little weird. Yeah, Jay Santos, Citizens Auxiliary Police, yeah. Was there Bobby Dooley? I just liked the way that she talked. Bobby Dooley flu shot.
Hi everyone, it's Bobby Dooley from the Western States Homeowners Association. I'm here in our clubhouse. There's no one here because everyone's locked down and quarantined. And that's what Steve and I have done. We've quarantined and locked down, and
I don't want to get a strike. Yeah, Phil Henry's awesome. If you guys haven't ever checked out Phil Henry, Hendrie, he is funny. Turkey quesadillas. Lucky man in your photo. Make a ham for my animals on Thanksgiving, then I cook the rest just for me. I don't eat meat, but buy ham for the fur boss. That's nice of you. That's nice of you to do that. Grocery store has tons of turkeys already. Janet, I don't know what Thanksgiving's going to look like this year for a lot of this country. I don't know. Is it going to be another spreader event? Look at what they're all pointing fingers at Sturgis now, and it's South Dakota, you know, super spreader event up there. How about all that? Perfect. How you doing, baby doll? Look at all the crap they're dishing out to South Dakota right now, right? I need to hear Bobby Dooley fights a caller.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about your blood flow? Redwood uses just a few simple, completely natural ingredients.
Yeah, okay, man. Thank you very much.
An interview on the Phil Henry Show.
You are Bobby. Please, Margaret. Just so tell us.
Now, I'll get a strike if I put that crap, but it's funny as hell. It's all people call in, they think it's real. They sound so stupid on the phone. South Dakota having over 1,000 cases a day. It was scary what's going on in Italy right now. That really blew me away because Italy went through all that. When Phil Henry did Art Bell and General Johnson James came in with his chrome buttocks protector. Serving my usual specialty, dung beetle and tree bark soup. This will be my first Thanksgiving. We haven't had a house full of people. Makes me sad. I don't know what you do. What do you tell people? You're not getting together for Thanksgiving? What's holiday travel going to be this year? Are people going to be choking the airports and train stations and clogging up the roads? I don't know. You tell me. What's it going to be this year, guys? What's it going to be? You let your guard down, then bam, bam, just like that. Just like that. Never had a problem with pets. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, are people going to be traveling? Are they going to be discouraging people from traveling? Yeah, Sturgis plus Buffalo Roundup, 50,000 there, 250 at Sturgis. But wasn't that a long time ago? Wasn't that like September or something? Did you see when the cruise ships are going to sail again? They're basically giving cruises away for free. I don't know. Where's the vaccine? Where's the vaccine for SARS? We're still getting that. We're still waiting for that. Garrett said, I got to fly into the Bay Area for Thanksgiving. Do you suggest an airport? Do you want cheap or what do you want, Garrett? You want cheap? Convenient? I mean, you're going into the city. Where are you going? Where's your destination, right? I mean, if I'm flying into the Bay Area for things, I want to come into Oakland. Okay, it's cheaper. Southwest serves that, and it's good, easy airport to get in and out of. No cruise ships for me. Who cruises? Who goes on cruise ships? Think about it, guys. Who's staying locked down in pandemic? When I was down in Las Vegas, I didn't see any older people in Las Vegas, defined as my age and older. Okay, I didn't see that down there. Mostly don't older people go on cruise ships. I doubt if they're going to go on a cruise ship because of the horror stories of February and March when people are trapped on cruise ships. I don't think they're going to be going on cruises, okay? Going to Napa area, I'll check out. Then Oakland would be perfect for you for the Napa area. Oakland Airport is great. Great. Sacramento is good, but it's too far away from Napa, so go to Oakland. Right? I know some guys that cruise. Ross Rosa. Oh yeah, they call it the streak. Look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them. And cruise ships and buffets are on my no man list. Cruise ships were actually one of the world's biggest carbon pollution sources. I will ask my husband if older folks are gambling. I know older Asians. I didn't see any, Julie. Didn't see any. When I was in Las Vegas, I saw this many Asians, 0 down there. They're not coming in internationally, I can tell you that. Maybe down to their local Great and Rancheria down there, but I may go down there this week. Cruises after the vaccine. Hey, Blue, how are you? I'm not sure. Why don't we have a vaccine against SARS? Been fighting that since 2003. The mysterious disappearance of the first SARS virus. Don't look, Ethel. Yeah, they done been moving. Vietnamese are basically living at the casino again. Be it egg rolls. Yes, please. You tell me. I don't know what that means for us. Do have videos on cross-dressing and culture of cross-dressing. You can look up my friend Tara Boo. She's a dresser. You can check her stuff. Just miss. I have lots of friends who work in the casinos. Nice job. See the world. Such a shame. Fall of Saigon near the craps. I don't know. Around Vegas, I didn't see one single Asian person down there. They don't risk it, right? They don't want to. Now look at this circus, another shooting tonight down there on a Saturday night. When you can go to Macau, right? Why would you come down there? Actually, time from COVID-19. It's not that easy to make a vaccine. Because you look at this stuff with these goofy minks in these goofy minks in Denmark, right? They're getting this weird COVID-19 and mutating it and passing it back. That's the problem. Things like that. Asians are on the cold. My husband, some older people are gambling in nowhere near what it used to be. Just stay close to home. Deadwood casinos are doing good. I wonder how our casino's doing here. Maybe Bobby and I will have to make a field trip down there. I kind of hate to take Bobby out right now, though. I'm a little hesitant to take Bobby to Las Vegas in December, too. No, 4H, you're on the wrong chat. Loose 72, our casinos are slammed. Yeah, I don't know what our casinos are doing out here. Yeah, for his cause, I think you're on the wrong chat tonight. So Missy will help you get reassigned to the right place that you need to be. Just a troll, and not a very good one. I like how yours are doing. Yeah, I think I'll make a field trip down. I don't want to take Bobby along. I don't want to risk Bobby's too much going on, although he is working part-time again, so we shall see. Yeah, Missy, help you get to the right location that you need to be. Have a good night for his. uh, yeah, he's get reassigned to another room. Yes, right. You're in the wrong location, bro. Wrong location. Anyway, everybody, it is coming up to the 2-hour mark. I am going to go ahead and call it a chat, get myself a good sleep. I've got a lot of video editing to do. I need to pick up a 1-day fishing license, get ready to have the boss come up for next Monday and do some fishing. Going to be a very, very, very busy coming up. Lots of good videos coming up. Griffith Observatory. The Horror Row in Las Vegas, the old Victorians, creepy looking, featured in Thriller, Michael Jackson's thing. I've got so much more good video coming up. A year ago, I did a video about, I did a hangout about Amy Semple McPherson. She was the first great female radio preacher of the 1920s. Well, I was fortunate enough to stumble across her Foursquare Gospel Temple, erected in 1925 in Echo Park, LA. It was like a gift out of heaven to see where she lived and everything. Long before the big boys were the Jimmy Swaggers and things like that, this woman was so far ahead of her time as the first real big time radio syndicated broadcasters. Amazing. Lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of good stuff coming up. Fishing next week. It looks like it's going to be rainy weather. I don't know. I'm going to ask Janet to keep a watch on the weather. I don't particularly fancy going out when it's raining on the boat. But do love you guys. Thanks for being along. Thumbs up are appreciated on the way out, and have a great one. Elmer, everybody else, Julie, thank you. And have a good one, Janet. Good to see you and the boss. Everybody else, Kenny. Have a good